Two apartments, 2 blocks apart, same size, same renovation budget. One is done in a couple of weeks. The other takes 2 years. If you're about to buy in this city and you're planning to renovate, nobody explains the difference until you're already in it. I see this all the time with buyers. Someone falls in love with a place, does the math on the renovation, and assumes the construction is the long part. It almost never is. Here's the thing most people don't realize until they're living it. In New York, the actual hammer and nails construction is rarely what takes the longest. The rest is approvals. It's the buildings board. It's the city's Department of Buildings. It's the plan examiner. It's the paperwork. That's where projects live or die in a timeline. So before you buy, the smartest thing you can do is understand which category your dream renovation falls into, because that's what really decides whether you're looking at weeks or years. Number one, the first big fork in the road is what kind of work you're actually doing, because the city sorts renovation into tiers. If you're doing something cosmetic, paint, floors, swapping a vanity, nothing that touches the guts of the apartment, you often don't need any filing at all. And that's your 2 to 3 week project. But the moment you start moving plumbing, electrical, taking down a wall, you're into a real permit with the DOB. And if you're doing something that changes how the space is actually used, like combining 2 units into one, that's the most complex tier there is. And it can add months just in review. Same apartment, wildly different timelines. And it all starts with how deep into the walls you're going. Number two. Now, if you're in a co-op or condo, and in this city you usually are, there's a whole approval process before the city ever sees your plans. Your buildings board has to approve your renovation, and you sign what's called an alteration agreement, which is basically the building's rule book for your project. Now, here's the part that catches people. A lot of boards have a plan examiner, but they sometimes change, and you can go back and forth with the building's plan examiner, and then they have to review it, and then they go to the board, which doesn't meet regularly, and there's a lot of telephone. That is where timelines can die. It's not just another day, it's another 30 days every time they go back with a revision. And in 2026, now there's a new step where the board has to formally sign off in the city's system before your permit can be processed. None of this is hard exactly, it's just slow. And if you don't plan for it, it's completely invisible to most buyers until they're standing in it. Number three, then comes the city itself. And this is where the single biggest hidden delay lives, the plan examiner for the DOB. When your architect files your plans, a plan examiner at the DOB reviews every detail against the building code. They find something that they don't like, they issue what's called an objection, and your architect has to respond and refile. Each one of those back and forth rounds can add 2 to 4 weeks, and the building's plan examiner has to also be on board. This one thing is one of the most common reasons renovations blow past their timelines. There's a way around some of that. On certain projects, a licensed architect can certify the plans themselves, called self-certification. Skip plan examination entirely, which turns weeks of review into days. But there are real limits, and they matter here. You can't do it in a landmarked building, and plenty of co-ops and condo boards won't allow it, even when the city would. Ask your architect early, because whether you can self-certify or not changes your whole timeline. Number four, there's one more wild card that can stretch anything: where the building sits. If you're in a landmarked building or a historic district, and Manhattan and Brooklyn have a lot of them, you may need a separate approval from the Landmark Preservation Committee before the city will even look at your project plan. That's another layer, another timeline. So when you ask me why 2 identical looking apartments have completely different renovation realities, the honest answer is that it's almost never about the apartment itself. It's about the tier of work, the building's board, the plan examiner, and whether you're in a landmarked area. These 4 things are the whole game, and every one of them is a knowable condition before you buy. So here's what I want you to take from this. The renovation is never just the renovation. The timeline is decided by the things some buyers never think to ask about until it's too late. That's exactly where I come in. Before you buy, I can help you understand what a place would really take to make your own, which buildings make it easy and which ones make it hard, and what you're actually signing up for. If you're thinking about buying something in Manhattan or Brooklyn that needs work, I have a lot of clients just like you, and let's talk before you fall in love with the wrong project. I'll give you the real picture. Thanks. My name is David Rosen, and I am the key.